Ira, second row on your right.
Hey, Kalen, how you doing, man?
I'm good. How you?
Good. What's this process been like for you? I mean, you know, your whole career you've been practicing for games and with your teammates.
Yeah.
This is kind of you're on your own. What's that been like?
I say it's different because, you know, waking up, I'm used to the team aspect, getting to go out here, do tour duty and things like that. But, you know, I'm definitely got to get adjusted to it. You know, waking up, doing workouts, making sure I'm eating the right things, and just making sure I'm being consistent throughout the process. Like I said, it's been enjoyable. You know, I got to talk to plenty of teams. You know, I went to Indy, so that was definitely, you know, something that I dreamed about and I actually got to do. So, you know, I definitely enjoyed that part. And like I said, just the journey, like just going through it and seeing what it's like. Like I say, talking to different teams and just going through the process. Like, yeah, I'm definitely enjoying it.
We'll go front row on your left for Brendan.
How do you feel like your performance in Indy went, and I guess what do you want to build on or improve on Friday at Pro Day?
I feel like my performance in Indy went smooth. I got to showcase, you know, answer the questions that need to be answered. So just going out there and being myself, you know, showcase what I was working on the whole 8 weeks. And just making sure, you know, I was being consistent in my drills and making sure I did everything right. Just making sure, like, through the drills, making sure I'm listening to the coach and what he wants, and then just going out there and doing it and showcase who I am.
Stay there for Chris.
What was maybe some of the feedback you got in Indy that you hope to apply on Friday when you go out there?
Really just my weight. So that's what I'm going out there to answer the question about my weight. Once I step on the scale, there really wasn't no athletic questions. And most teams just want to see my weight, but you know I'm ready to answer that. So we'll go out there on Friday and do that.
We'll go back right to Admiral.
Did you or your agent, your representation, did you guys feel anything different after you put up those numbers in Indianapolis? How have things been after that?
I say they say he got a lot of calls after that. You know, especially when I ran my 40, he's like they like what they seen and because they got to see it in person. So just to see like who I am and, you know, see how I am on the field and how I can retain information and just apply it. So, say from Indy, you know, he's been getting a lot of questions. And
back in the day, I feel like guys didn't like talking about the teams they heard from because, like, you never really knew. But it seems like nowadays, these teams that talk to you at this point kind of really are interested. What are some of the teams that you've been hearing the most from?
I've heard from the Seahawks. I heard from the Vikings, the Giants, the Jets. So really a lot of up north teams. I heard from the Dolphins, the Jaguars. So just a little bit of everybody.
Second row on your right for Corey.
When you do so well at the Combine athletically, are you going to do that stuff at Pro Day, and what are you planning on doing at Pro Day?
Yes, I'm planning on doing some drills at Pro Day, so I'm gonna do all the drill process, and then I'm gonna do bench press because I didn't do it in Indy, so I'm gonna go out here and throw up some weight, and probably the L drill. I'm gonna probably do the L drill as well. So those three things, and you know, everything else answer itself.
The 40.
No, I'm not gonna do the 40 again. Yes, sir.
All right, we'll stay there for Ira.
You mentioned your 40. I mean, you mentioned your weight.
Yes,
Is there a goal you're trying to get to, and how much of a trade-off is there? Your speed is such a big part of your game, and like what size do you want to get to?
I want to get a lot of teams want me 215. So once I get there, you know, to step on that scale, but I'll probably weigh about 217. Just, you know, any other questions. So just do that and, you know, just be myself when it comes to the drills and like just showcase once again who I am.
Go back to Brendan, front row on your left.
We expected you to probably run a fast 40 given what you showed on the field the last few years, and I know that a lot of your teammates were fast as well. Were there any 40 times from some of your fellow defenders that maybe surprised you or stood out at all?
Yes, Fisk and Jada. When I seen Fisk run that 4.7, because I'm in the lobby watching at the hotel, so when I seen that, I was like, yeah, that's the reason they want to put us in the playoffs, because they see too much speed out here. Then you got Jada who came and ran the 4.3. I'm like, sheesh. We definitely did what we were supposed to do up there, and, you know, showcase that Florida State Seminole.
Kalen, I think I saw you yesterday at practice. What's it been like in Tallahassee, and what's some of the reception that you've received?
It's been good, you know, coming from a different point of view. You know, I'm on the sideline now rather than in practice. But, you know, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. I've been watching the climb videos and everything, so I'm definitely keeping up. You know, I still call the guys that I know on the team and just making sure they're doing everything right. So, you know, definitely positive vibes here, you know, and it's good to be back.
come back to your right forever?
Jared was talking about the job that Coach Storms and their staff have done with you guys.
So,
But he also said, like, part of it's on the players to have the right mental to accept it. And, like, what was that like for you, and how did they help you?
but it helped me a lot, you know, just to get, when they first came in, just to get used to, you know, the way they ran things and how they wanted to be done. You know, being here with them for 4 years, you know, I learned a lot with them. They helped me so much from technique, you know, to having that mindset to when it get late in games that we're going to have to finish and fight. And, you know, created a brotherhood in the weight room, you know, just pushing each other on and off the field. You know, they held us to a high standard each and every day.
Go back to Brandon.
You and Tatum were vocal leaders and leaders by example. Now it's DJ's time to kind of step into that role. What are things you've told him about what he can expect to be a leader, to be the veteran of the group?
After I finished my season, I just told them, you know, make sure you be vocal in every aspect. Make sure they hear your voice at all times, because later, like, and during games, you're gonna be the one who's speaking. So just making sure you stay consistent, you know, making sure they hear you, and just making sure you that leader, showing the example, because he's the older guy now. So now he got to be able to lead the room, you know, tell them what they do wrong, and, you know, things that he may see from his point of view. So I told him make sure you continue to coach up the young guys, because, you know, you got to leave it better than you found it. So making sure you continue to coach up the young guys, because next year, hopefully, he's on this side, so just making sure he be that leader in the room.
Anything else for Kalen? All right, thank you. Thanks,
Thank y'all.
Appreciate it.